Alright, I'm back on this godforsaken game. I didn't think I'd ever be back, but here we are. Back with another Sky Wars commentary. What the fuck is my FOV? I don't even know how to approach this. Like, well, I guess hello everybody, Glyph here. It's such a weird thing to like be actually recording. I said I was gonna do this a lot, but like actually doing it now is so weird. Like, I don't even know how to like, I don't know what to think, to be honest with you, about this. Like, it's no secret that the Hive means a lot to me. Like, I say this a lot to people that I know. The reason why I've criticized the Hive so much in the last couple of years is because I know how good it was and how good it can be. I don't mean good as in like new stuff or like even the player base. It's just how they ran the server and just the hype for a new game like back then compared to now is honestly unrivaled. Apparently I'm doing pretty... Oh, okay. That's it. Cool. Nice. I don't know. Let's take it all back to like 20... Like, Hive has obviously been around for a very long time. I forget exactly when on Java it released, but like it was on top of the game, and then it released onto alright. But then it released onto Bedrock, and that was kind of like the revival because Hive has always been on top of things, well, mostly on top of things when it comes to being the #1 Bedrock server. For the longest time, they held that title only in competition with CubeCraft. Hello, Michael. I'll put you in the video. You're the first comment. Hive in 2018 obviously wasn't as like sophisticated as it is now, no doubt, but like it still had that spark that made people want to play it. Not only just people that were playing on their phones and whatever that had no chance to play Java. It had something to it. In fact, I'd say for the better part of like all of the time it was here, it was more popular than the Java server, or at least after the Bedrock server came out. I'd say that the Bedrock server was more popular. How the fuck is everyone dying? Do we have a hacker? Okay, that's not going in the video. But yeah, for the longest time, it looked like they were putting out quality for like a long time before even 2020, which I'd argue it really wasn't. People say the peak of Hive was 2021. I say it was 2020 because I really wasn't like, well, I was around in 2021, but just I see it as when the community was absolutely in its peak because everyone was inside and had nothing to do. So in my mind, it was 2020, but I can see why people say the peak was 2021. I mean, that was the year we had Sonic, and while they should have had it for at least a month, not 2 weeks, it still was really good. Hello, Rex. We're talking about how Hive kind of fell off. Why the fuck? What is happening to these lobbies? Why am I... Good job? Question mark. 2020 was such a good year for Hive because just no one could go outside, so all they did was just sit inside and play Hive. That was probably the best memories I've had on Hive, was just playing it with my friends, not even in late of 2020, like early 2020 and the summer of it. I played Hive a lot, especially when Sky Wars came out. Like, Sky Wars releasing, as I said, was hype as hell. They had that timer tick down until it came out. It was fucking fantastic. I loved that release, and they did not have a game mode release as hype as that since. I'd say maybe Arcade, just because that was so, like, it was its own being. So I'd say that it was pretty close, but it never got on the level as Sky Wars did. And while I didn't play as much, I'd say, in 2021, it was still a fantastic year regardless. Fish. I know that was a really good year. We had like Treasure Wars updates and shit. Like, it was 1 year after 2020, so it wasn't all back to normal, so people were still playing it, but like, I think there was still a definite like decrease of people, like not that much, but like there was still a reason to play the server. Like, it was still being updated and shit. The community was still going strong. Of course, this was when like people were saying the whole thing of that like it was the server was dying because it wasn't exactly like it was in 2020, which, like, I gotta admit, I was guilty of that. I said that it was dead. I think everyone did, but, like, still. Then we get to 22, which, like, I hate to say it, but that was kind of the beginning of the end, because, like, not even the end, but, like, pandemic was clearly over. The people that stayed were people that actually wanted to play the game. They weren't really, like, people that, like I wouldn't even say casual gamers, but, like, people that don't game outside of just, you know, they do it as a hobby. I mean, I'd still technically say it's a hobby for me, but, like, it's a hobby I do a lot. Some people just did it because they literally had nothing else to do. That's why I think so many people just left, because they didn't have the drive to, because that's not what they usually do. They just were bored. So 22 was, like, kind of, I mean, 22 was still good. It had the release of arcade and shit. Like, it was still good. I think we also released another game mode, like I said. Oh yeah, and by the way, the entire time we're still releasing the same fucking game modes of Ghost Invasion and Snow Wars, which is stupid. They should make at least another one so they can rotate it every other year. That's my honest opinion, but whatever. Not even content-wise, just, it kind of just flattened. And then 2023 was just, again, 2023, I think that was the, like, middest year of Hive. Like, that was the, like, I feel like Hive's become complacent with their player base. That's probably the biggest thing I have to say about them. It's just, not even that they are currently complacent with it. I feel like they realized that they're becoming complacent with it. Whatever, I don't care. That's just the thing. That's what, I guess we're getting to the point where, like, 2024, oh my god, I love when Evidence said, like, oh my god, Parkour Worlds is going to completely revive the Hive, and just, like, everyone that's been saying it's dead will finally shut up. And I feel, just, dude, everyone's been saying that for the longest time now. I know that, like, we said it back in 2021 when they hit a player record, but, like, you cannot say that the Hive has at least lost something. And I feel like they realize it. I feel like they realized, like, that they fucked up because they just were complacent with their player base that actually played the game, that they just fucked it up, because arguably they're going to want to go against, they're going to go for the players that get them money and keep their server afloat. But at the same time, like, you need to still cater to your audience that absolutely will play your server no matter what. They don't play it on their phone, they play it on their $3,000 PC, and to make content on YouTube about it. I played Parkour, yeah, dude, I played Parkour Worlds for, like, I finished it and I never played it again because it's just such a nothing game mode. Like, they should have done the what's it called? They should have done the Galaxite approach and actually, like, let people make their own worlds. If they did that, then I guarantee people would have played it more. Yeah, okay. Yep. That's another thing, too. I just have no drive to make these fucking videos anymore. Like, I still play on it because I get views, unfortunately. I know you guys, you only are here for basically only Hive, which, like, kind of sucks. I want you to watch my other stuff. Like, please, go watch my other videos. I despise making these videos now because it's just such a waste. Like, I like talking about what I talk about in them. I just cannot stand this game anymore. As I said in the beginning, I have a very complicated relationship with this server, specifically because I know what made it good, and I saw them neglect it and not give a shit about it for the longest time. I was like, oh, well, they basically just got too arrogant for their own good. I was like, well, our community's so massive. Like, we literally have everything that we could want. We're the biggest Bedrock server in the game. Nothing can go wrong. And they, like, got a lot from it. Like, they got full collabs, and they got a fuck ton of players. And I don't know what happened. They just said, okay, let's stop doing that now. It's like, why? Just keep going. Like, expand. I know it took a lot of effort, but, like, you clearly have a lot of resources because you have so many people buy into your server. Like, maybe use it. I can't play this game alone anymore. I just feel nothing. Like, every single time I get on this game, it's either to record something right here or it's playing with one of my friends. Because, like, it's literally just... what's the point? I have nothing to lose at this point. Originally, it was because, like, my connection was shit, and I was just not the greatest at PvP. Oh, you're hacking. Cool. Wait, are you? Oh, you just have speed bot. My bad. My apologies for accusating you, my good sir. I didn't even talk about the community. The community fucking died. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but it was so funny to see all the Hive defenders, like, I'll give you guys some credit that, like, you were supposed to do that because it was giving you, like, you were just getting the bag. I completely respect that. Or you just still respected the server and just hoped that they would do something. I completely respect that, but, like, I find it so funny that now almost all of them are, like this now, where, like, it's like Potato Pie acknowledging that he was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. So are you gonna fight me, or are you just gonna run the entire game? Thank you, good sir. But Potato Pie made his video, which honestly kind of inspired me to make this video, because, like, this is just such a weird time of my life, of just literally all I would do is put this much into this server. And while I have a lot of memories to it, and again, I owe a lot to this place because, like, it gave me a lot of friends, it gave me a lot of memories, like, I don't like to look back and say something was better back then, but, like, Jesus Christ, man. You had to praise Hive or not say anything, like, hypocritical. I will say that, like, Zeldaron and, like, Spiral weren't the nicest people, but, like, they gave genuine criticism most of the time, and, like, people just shit-talked him and blocked him out of the community because of that, and I think that's wrong. Low taper fade. Cheat and lose, buddy. GG. There's so much shit around the PvP community as well I don't care to get into. Like, it's just such... And it unfortunately has always been like that as well. Like, back in 2020, it was like that. In 2021, it was like that. Like, it's always going to be that way, and I just don't really care anymore. I don't like to associate myself with this server. That's why I don't make packs anymore. I have no reason to. I just don't care. I don't play the game. Barely any of my friends do, and when they do, I tell them how to or help them with it. But, like, come on. I feel so bad for you. I'm so sorry, dude. Anyway, what the fuck? Oh, are you hacking? Yeah, you're hacking. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, pack folders, ASMR, what else? Montage. I mean, montages have already existed for everything, but, like, I don't know about you, but I've seen so many, like, ones in 2021 was, like, peak. I'll say that objectively, but my peak was 2020. I don't really know what Hive needs to do. It's just, like, we're in such a weird situation. Like, they're making this new MMO or whatever genre it is. I don't really care. It looks good. I don't know. Like, I've learned to keep my expectations low with them. Usually they deliver, like, the arcade hub, like, it was cool for about, like, a week, and then no one cared, unfortunately, because they put so much effort into it, and now it's gone, and we'll never see it again. People aren't as afraid to, like, criticize the Hive, mostly because people are just so sick of the bullshit, like, of dealing with, waiting now, which, like, if they're making, like, big and cool shit, like, we understand, but, like, when it happens to be something as, like, minuscule and just not important as it usually is, unfortunately, we kind of just get tired of it or just don't care. I still like playing the server with my friends. I don't... When I come on to make a commentary recording, it's, like, kind of annoying, but, like, it's whatever, dude. I still can play it for a while solo. Like, it's not the end of the world, but I just have the most fun on it with my friends. I know, like, we've been saying for years, I hope this changes. Like, I hope they get their act together, but, like, they've been kind of just doing that for the last, like, year or so. It's just settling for, like, and just settling what they have, and then just have their mobile player, a fan base that will play regardless, just, like, pay the bills. Oof. And I appreciate that they're still covering stuff for the competitive community, but I just feel like so many people have just moved on from this server, and I don't think I ever will, but just... I really have no reason to just stay and play anymore. I rarely get on this server, and just, I feel so bad for saying that because I've stuck by it for this long, but, like, it's just hard because I have no reason to stay. It honestly bores me, and I hate to say that. I hate to say it because I've had such good memories here, but it's honestly boring. Like, back in the day, I would have said, like, you know, there's no hope for Hive, and maybe there isn't any hope for it, but, like, I'd at least want to be hopeful because there's still a chance that this new game that comes out is that big break. Will it be? I'm not going to say for sure. Is it likely because of all their other games that they've released have been kind of a flop? Like, they are popular for 2 days and then they just fade into obscurity? Yes, it's possible. But I'm hopeful for them. I hope that this big break really is their big break. And if it's not this one, I hope it's the next one. That's it. Again, I hope this server shapes up. I don't know if it is. All I can do is hope. I'm not a Hive channel anymore. I pretty much never have. I wish the best for this server. I'm not leaving it or anything. It's just, that's how I feel. I feel really mixed about it, but I hope it turns out okay. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Thanks to everyone that was in the stream when this released, or when I was recording it. Knowledge, Sign-Aside, Sellout, Michael, Rex, y'all are the OGs. Watch me live. Still on YouTube. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.